What's up, everyone? It is April 23rd, 6 o'clock on a wonderful Friday. Not normally here to even do a stream, but we are going to just go over the markets, get a watch, being that we're not doing anything else. We were already up, and doesn't help us to just lay in bed, so just gonna watch the charts, kind of see if we can get an analysis going. If there's any opportunities, we're gonna hop in them. If not, we're just gonna sit back and relax and watch the markets. We're gonna go about our normal routine for the markup. We're just gonna hurry up and do this while it's 6 o'clock. It is now the new hour candle. So the high and low of the previous 4-hour candle is gonna be the most important time. Alright, so now, just kind of wait. Let's just wait a little bit. Alright, so the routine is we're going to mark out on the high low of the daily time frame. So we got our high and low of the daily. High and low of the daily, we broke it down. Then you drop it down to you find the range on the 4-hour. So you drop it down to the 4-hour. And you kind of critique where your lines are. You get your support and resistance, and then you drop it down to the 1-hour, and then you have that range. Then you wait for the candle closure of this hour for the session to know, are we going to continue up, or are we going to break this low, continue down, possibly hit this range here to fill for the daily. But that all depends on price closure. But it is a Friday. I'm not expecting too much out of the markets. Probably something crazy, but let's just see what happens. All right, so we're just taking it easy. We're not gonna stare at the charts. It is 6:05. Just gonna take it easy. This is gonna be an easy day. It's Friday, end of the week. There's really no activity. You can check the markets here. Let me pull this up real quick. All right. So that is the Forex calendar. You're going to see it right here. We're just waiting. There's USD news flash manufacturing PMI at 9:45. GBP at 4:30 had flash manufacturing, came out better than expected. And there is actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So it came out at 60.1, came out at 60.7, and it was 59.0 was expected. And the previous was 58.9. So we could possibly expect GJ to push up once the session. Actually, no, forget about that, because GJ is London. You got to remember that. GJ already probably made its move for the rest of the week to close here, because this is the end of the weekly candle. If we go here, like, this will all be wicks, right? So we're right there. Can't even really see it, but so we're right here. That's where we are on the weekly. So you can see our boxes right here. We're in this candle right here. It's gonna wick. It's gonna wick up because we're at a support zone. 4 hour pushing up. So we have to close above this area, 149.951. And that's our range. So this website can be found in the resources page in the Discord behind me right here. Just scroll down and you will see resources on the left and Forex Factory right here. So and if anyone wants an affiliate link to get spreads and commissions off at a discount, just check the Nash Markets link in the resources channel and you can make an account. Make a demo first. If anyone's joining and you have no experience with Forex, make a demo first. All right, so we already have one bullish engulfing on UJ. We just need two more. We need this one. We need a close above or below that one. And then on the 30-minute. Actually be here. So on a 30-minute, it would have to close above there in order to go up. So you can see how we're forming our little range here, a range here. So once price breaks below $107.841, the closest thing they have to the left would be this to test. And then if it breaks, it's going to fall farther. But what I think would possibly happen, look, it's active. But what could possibly happen? I see it happening on GJ. This is going to be a new range. The 4 hours is going to pull back and we're going to wick up. So this is just going to be a fake out because we're never going to close on this low. If we cannot close this hour below here, we're going to continue up because we have a high candle here, bullish, and the candle's never closed below this previous support. But it all depends on price closure. How is this hour going to close compared to our wick to the left? Be right back. Got my H2O. If I can recommend anything, it would be for everyone to just get a good cup of H2O in the morning. Get a good wake up if you're here tuning in with the streams. It's going to help you just wake up a little bit, get your mind focused. As well as I add a little bit of this juice supplement to my drink, my water, pretty much anything. You can add this to even ice cream if you wanted to, smoothies. It's called Zango. I supply it. This is what I sell. This is one of the products that you guys will have an opportunity to sell. And yeah, I drink it for the taste in general, but it's just a great drink. Drink it every morning. Just a little bit in the water. You're supposed to drink 1 to 2 ounces every day. So, you know, just a little bit. Just a little bit works, and you can drink a whole cup of water. And you're supposed to drink at least 16 ounces of water a day, and this will definitely help. You don't like water, especially. Yeah, it's a great drink. Alright, so you see how this candle wicked here? I got a feeling it was just going to be the 4-hour wick to the low. And we're going to end up pulling up. Look how the 5-minute closed. That's what I just said. If we couldn't close below 107.841 on that 5-minute price range, it's just a wick. 15-minute, we didn't close. So if this hour cannot close below this range, going up. Not going up, but we're staying in the range because this is a no trade range. So we got our no trade range. We want to wait for candles to start closing above or below 107.980 or above 107.980 and 107.837. That's what we're looking for right now. Not really looking for, but if the market presents that, there is an opportunity for it to go up. But it is in the no trade range. It's a Friday. There's no volume on Fridays, really. If anything, GJ would move, being that there is volume from the New York session to buy it. But we are in a no trade range here as well. Same scenario. We're already up into the session. See, this one's at the bottom because this is the United States versus Japanese yen, and the opposite is the London session versus Japanese yen. So you have this move for GJ whenever you had your, let me label this so I can find it faster. All right, so you had the GJ move up for London because that's whenever you have most of the buyers taking place in the market. That's where it's coming from. So you had that move. It could possibly move up. It doesn't have a wick to the top yet, so it still needs to come up and make a candle. Candles on the lower time frames now. And this will all come with time once you can start visualizing how the market's going to play out. But we're just making another retrace above support in order to push up to that high. All right, and the 30 minutes still has to close below 107.837. We have another 30-minute candle about to start, so you could see this candle pull all the way back up because there was no volume to break it this early to continue in the session. So right now it's just accumulating in that support zone to push up. We're still just waiting. We're waiting for the candles to close. It's only 6:35. This is solid line. So that's the New York session. So until price, delete this. Until price gets to this vertical line, there's no trade because the session isn't open yet. See if I can. Perfect. We want to be right here. Actually, right here. This is where the London and New York session. The London's going to push. Hattiesburg, Johannesburg, Moscow, Frankfurt, Zurich, London. We're waiting for these green dots right here. And if you want to understand it better, there's a little tab at the bottom of the 24-hour market clock link that's in the resources tab of the Discord. Scroll down to the bottom of here, and there's a little tab right off to the left of this box here. It says how it works. It tells you exactly what goes on through each time zone. The green zones that appear on the clock as the time passes, your rollover times, what the green marks on the candle, when the best times to trade, the whole 9 yards. You're going to understand it, but if you could look over it before we start talking about it, you're going to understand it way better. This gray zone is going to turn green once the New York session is actually in session. That doesn't happen until 8 o'clock. And 8:30, we have the New York Stock Exchange push. Right now, we're just ranging for London session. London session is still in session for USD because USD doesn't trade during London. GJ does. So that's why you see this volume move. Let's see. That's why you see all this volume in the candles and not back here because it's already traded. This is the London range for GJ, and this is the USD range for UJ. It's just consolidated. It didn't move like this one did. Alright, we're gonna have to All right, it's 6:41. I'm gonna just step back a little bit. Look, we got a nice push on UJ. We hit our daily low. So if we can break it on this hour, then we're gonna continue down. But it's a Friday. We just have to see. We could pull all the way back up. Okay. Still no volume. Notice how there's no volume. There's no volume. Pull all the way back up. X marks the spot. If you're following trend lines, we already have a break above the resistance trend line, going up towards 149.9. But short term, we could possibly break that trend if we could stay closing above 149.6 for this lower time frame. But we know trend is our friend. We don't want to trade against the long-term trend. Still, in the long term, we are bullish, so this could pull up. It's 6:49. And we will be back in, I'll give it 10 minutes. Let's do 7. I'll be back in 7. Set timer for 7 minutes. Thank you. All right, I will be back. All right, so right now I'm just changing the color of the ask line so that we can get a visual of the spread price as it's playing out. Yep. Sells could have been a good choice on UJ, but I wasn't really too worried. It is a Friday and we are starting Monday, so we could have got an extra start. Oh, great, but oh well. More than likely, this candle could pull all the way back up for the week. I don't know. The next weekly support is way down there. Wow. That would have been a great entry. But you guys see what you guys are getting into. The potential in it. That makes me feel good. We don't even trade on Fridays, but that would have been a let's some chings in the chat, you know? Yeah, that daily candle is brutal. All right, let's get a buy limit. Let's see if the next candle is going to sit here and touch it and pull us up. If it does, we're going to set a scroll to the left and get a better idea. Nah, we're not gonna trade today. We're gonna wait for Monday, get a good start. It wouldn't be a good thing to just risk the account today. Anything could happen. This could pull up. This could go all the way back down to 107.549. Anything, we should have been in the sells that we were expecting, because I see the same pattern every day. It's just that I don't trade on Fridays. So right there, as soon as price broke, we got our session open at our vertical line, 15 down there. Alright, so this is why we're literally just going to delete the 15-minute time frame out of the entire analysis. We got to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Probabilities are higher if we do that. So just in general, we're going to wait for 30-minute candles to close. That's what we're going to be looking for every single analysis, every day, every stream. Exactly what we did, 30-minute time frame. We're going to forget the 15. Because if we can get that out of your head, you'll be able to see the higher time frames, and then if you need to, you can jump to the 15 and 5 to get a more precise entry on that smaller range. But if you can get that out of your head, you're not going to mix yourself up on where support and resistance is going to end up, and then the 30 minutes going to give you that overall closing price. So if the 15-minute wouldn't have been opened for those two, you can see that it's that one candle on the 30 minutes. So this one candle would have showed us that same exact sell we were looking at, and we're going all the way down to the daily on the range here. Wow. Can't believe we missed this trade, but I'm glad I was able to get a good analysis on what we were doing so that you can kind of see. Whenever we wait for the 30 minutes to close, you'll see the candle starting to build up, break, and then we got our drop. Like, it's right there. We broke 107.798 and we dropped. GJ, that's out of the question because we don't really. We watch UJ first and we can kind of confirm off of it, but following along, man, this was a beautiful setup. But it all comes down to discipline. This doesn't happen every single Friday. All right. So I want everyone to kind of take everything that was drawn on the charts today. That should be as simple as your charts should always be. Don't make it any harder. 4 lines at the minimum is what you need. And you guys will see this over and over again. If we could, I'll try to implement these trend lines. We don't normally use them, but I've been noticing I can kind of implement it a little more with the precision that we're trying to get. So essentially, we were literally we were analyzing that box. I drew this box up for whenever we were in this zone. So next zone off to the left, we were right here. We ended up breaking that, closing outside on the 30-minute and pushing down. That's why it's important to wait for candles to close. It's on the bottom of the screen here. Right there. Wait for candle to close. And if you trade on a Friday, you had perfect candle closure right there. Perfect. Good enough signal on the line chart. We could even got a better. So the line chart would have actually helped you out a lot. All right, we're gonna implement the line chart in our analysis. So Monday, we're gonna start talking about all this. Right, it's 7:33. Couldn't really be too much more happening. Have a buy stop set in case price won't hurry up and drive back. Hasn't happened yet, so I don't think it will. Gotta remember that it's a Friday. This was an absolute beautiful trade. Honestly, upset that I missed the trade because this is a setup I see all of the time. We could have just doubled the account off of this trade. But that's just the potential, guys. We had it marked out. We had the analysis on the chart. So whoever took it, here's to you. Get some ka-chings in the chat. Oh. Right, we got a no trade range at 108.0 to 107.96. Price started to consolidate. Minute chart at 107.798. Broke minor trend line. And confirmed a push to the downside. No action taken, but a beautiful trade was taken. Trust your analysis. Come back strong for week. All right, so we got our journal down. We already know this pattern. We've seen it 1,000 times. drawn all over our papers. This setup is just beautiful, but it normally doesn't happen on a Friday. All right, I'm gonna call it a day. No trading on the weekends. I hope everyone gets their notes taken down. They got all the classes done for baby pips, and we can start going full steam ahead on Monday. It's gonna be a slow start. I want everybody to kind of understand that, but for me to be able to explain in depth of what I'm doing, it's gonna take time, and you just following along is gonna help out a lot. So trust the process, and thank everybody for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. See you Monday.